Hello and welcome, friends and rivals. We're here today for some modern magic. I'm Cooper.
I'm John.
And before we start, we're going to play a little rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first.
Alright, so your rock smashes my scissors.
Fantastic. Thank you. So, I've already decided I'm keeping this hand. It's pretty terrible, but it's the best that I've seen so far.
I've kept my 7 just because I've got lands and spells.
As for my scry, I'm getting rid of that right away. I'll play this and get Godless Shrine. Play Viscera Seer. Go ahead.
So we're not too worried about. But we did just draw this. So we could do this for free. But I think we'll wait. So we're just going to lead on turn and Bastion back.
Okay. Go to combat. Attack for 1.
No box. Take the 1.
Okay. I'll play Basic Plains and Anafenza. Go ahead.
Okay. With the Anafenza, that's a little scarier. So that's fine. We're going to fetch up. Get our Water Greaves into play tapped. Untap.
Yep.
Draw a card for the turn. It's not what we want to be seeing right now. Firebuff Canal. And we're just going to bolt the Anafenza now before you can do anything with it.
Okay, well, I'm going to do something. I'm going to sacrifice it for a scry.
Yeah.
Really not great, but better than a basic land. I think we can do better. I'm going to put that on the bottom.
Pass the turn.
Okay, combat. Land for turn. Play Vizier. Go ahead.
So that's a decent draw. I'm going to do one of these two things. I think I'm going to do that because I can get his hand as well. So we're going to play Basic Island. 2 damage to that, and you're going to discard a card.
Oh, that's really good.
Vulcan's Command is a pretty good card.
Alright, so I'm going to start with the fetch. So that I don't nullify my scry. I feel like I've already got enough of all my mana types, but I might as well pull a shock out of the deck.
Tapped, I assume.
Yeah. Scry. Put that on the bottom. And discard my Collected Company.
And then we're going to pass the turn back.
Attack for 1.
Take the 1.
Play bird.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So we're very happy with how this game has progressed. Us getting poked to death by 1 is not a big problem. So we're going to play Bloodstained Mire and pass the turn.
Draw. Go to combat.
Yep.
Attack for 1.
I go to 50.
And second main, I'm going to cast Eternal Witness.
Okay. Eternal Witness is kind of a bad card for us. So we're going to fetch up a basic swamp, and then we're going to counter draw. No point helping him out too much.
Well, it seems like a perfect position for your Cryptic Command, using all the mana, keeping me hellbent, keeping power off the board.
I mean by fetching up Chocobos to a basic and draw off the cryptic. On tap, draw for the turn. That one's a really good one. We like to see it. So it does mean we're going to lead off that and pass a turn. During his draw phase, he's going to draw his card. Then we're going to call against command, make him discard, and 2 damage to the Seer. Call against command is a silly card.
So, unfortunately, you're going to get to do pretty much everything you want to do here. I did end up drawing Chord of Calling, but I don't have the 3 green to be able to go get my Spellskite. So I'm going to sacrifice Viscera Seer to scry. This is not good enough anymore. And I'll have to discard my Chord. Okay, go ahead.
And this is exactly how I want this game to be going. And we're going to play Steam Vents and pass the turn.
Okay, draw.
Yep.
Play a land for turn. Go ahead.
Play a land for the turn. Go ahead.
I'm going to pull a land out of my deck. Go to 15. Yep. Get some green mana.
That way next time you have.
Well, while the bird is live anyway.
Don't see me killing it anytime soon.
It doesn't have any power.
Exactly.
I've already got 4 mana. Draw.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
You're up.
Okay, play Collected Company.
Counter score.
Sure.
You lose 2 life.
Draw for turn. Play a vampire. Go ahead.
Fetch and terminate the vampire.
Okay. I'll scry 1. I'm gonna leave that on top.
Reason behind killing a 1/1 is we just don't want to have him have any parts of his combo if we don't have to. We're going to animate our Cream and Tarpit
You got it.
and in for 3.
I'm at 10.
And pass the turn back.
Okay, we draw the card we know about. Pass back.
So, figure out what we actually want to keep in here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those 5. And Black Horse means the Tasker's on my side.
Yeah, you got it.
Pass the turn back.
End of turn. Chord of Calling. X is 2.
X is 2. Yep, that's fine.
So here I'm gonna go get Duskwatch Recruiter. Basically, I just want to draw more cards.
And we don't want him, so we're going to bolt it right away.
Okay.
I was expecting Collective Company.
That would have been nice. I definitely would have cast that if I had it. Draw.
Yep.
Spellskite.
And in response, we're going to activate Tasker.
Sure. I'll give you Lightning Bolt.
Okay. Still on the stack. We're just gonna straight task here again.
Give you Spell Snare.
Untap. Draw a card for the turn. Attack for 4.
Sure. So, if I go to 4, that's still only going to be 2 attacks from the Creeping Tar Pit. I have the option here to block with a bird, but that takes me off of Chord of Calling. Definitely want to keep this Spellskite around for another turn. Feel like this is the beginning of the end anyways. Go to 6.
Okay. I could do this, but I think the game's going to probably be over by the time that's done. And I'd rather just leave a task here activation, so we're going to pass turn.
Alright. So, my last straw really does nothing. I'll play bird.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, he's Hellbent. He's got Spellskite, bird. So, we're going to start off by activating Tassiger.
You got it.
We'll move our graveyard back over here so that way it's easy for him to see.
Take the Thought Scour.
Okay. We still have 6 men available. So we're going to do it again.
Take the Serum Visions.
Okay.
Giving him that one because it's sorcery speed. He won't be able to cast it right now.
Yeah. We are going to Thought Scour ourselves right now. And that's perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. So we're going to untap. That for that. Lead off with destroy target artifact, 2 damage to you. It's already been targeted, so it can't redirect.
Actually, it can, but it doesn't matter. Culligan's command uses the word target twice, so it is actually able to retarget. But I'd be losing damage anyways, so like I guess I could redirect for a blue, and both target Spellskite.
Okay, it really doesn't matter because it frees up my bolt for his face, enemy Creeping Tar Pit, and swing for loot.
You got it.
We're looking at it. We're on the play. We've got a bunch of these type things. And then we've got a bunch of these, so we're going to keep.
Okay, I'm down to 6. I've got lands and spells, and the spells that I have are actually very good. So I'm going to keep these and hope that I find something nice on top. In this matchup, I don't feel this is great, but considering that I have this, I definitely want to be drawing some creatures, so I'll keep that on top.
So we're going to lead off, nothing too fancy, shock ourselves, and then suspend.
Okay.
And then pass. So we've got the dice on to remind me about my suspend triggers.
Okay, I'm just going to play Catacombs, pass back.
Okay. Upkeep. Takes to 3. Draw a card. So now we've got a couple choices, like where we've got these 3 things. How we want to sequence them along with these makes it interesting. So we're going to start off by fetching a basic island. Because their islands are very pretty and we love to see them. Okay. So now we're going to start off with Thought Scour, target myself, and then the Seer Visions. So we've already got one of these. They're kind of a slow card, so we'll put that one on bottom, but we definitely want that top card. and then we're going to pass the turn back.
Go to 19. Alright, let's see what we can draw off the top. Play the basic forest and the Fauna Shaman. Pass back.
So, take this to 2. Draw a card for the turn. Put our dice back on so I don't forget again. So now he's got a Fauna Shaman. We've got 2 options here. We could do this, leaving up this, or we could do this. But then we can't leave this up. I still think that this is probably just a stronger play, so we're going to do that. So we're going to play Polluted Delta, crack 2 damage to that, and getting a basic swamp. 2 damage to that, you discard a card.
You got it. Discard a swamp.
Yep. And then we're going to pass the turn back.
I'll play Verdant Catacombs. So we only play the one basic swamp. So I'm going to want another black source here, which is why I'm getting Overgrown Tomb. And then we'll just play Kitchen Finks. Go ahead.
So on top, upkeep ticks down to 1. Draw a card. The somewhat nice card, but on the same token, not the greatest at the moment. But we're fine with that. We're just going to pass turn back.
Okay, draw. Play Horizon Canopy. Go to combat.
Yep, we're just going to do it.
Okay, so with 3 mana up, it can't be Cryptic Command.
What if I have Simian Spirit God?
You'd be missing...
Manamorphous.
Oh, Simian Spirit God with the Manamorphose. Yeah, you got me. You got me.
Spoiler alert. Don't run those.
Yeah. I'm going to try playing another Kitchen Finks. See if that resolves.
We're going to lead off with Thought Scour, targeting myself.
Sure.
Tassiger, Polluted Delta. Draw that card.
Not a mana leak.
That will resolve.
Okay, go back to 20. I'm going to go ahead and play the birds out of my hand as well.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
We're going to do this. It doesn't feel great, but we just want to use our mana as much as possible.
So I'll persist.
Yeah. And we're also going to be drawing 3 cards right now.
Seems good.
And then card for turn. Cards in hand is 1.
Just 1.
So we can... We're going to do this. Going to 2 damage to that. You discard a card.
Sure.
And this is the reason we can afford to waste removal on his Kitchen Finks, is we're just killing off. We're just getting 2 for 1 values with our cryptic or Colligan's command. So now we're going to pass the turn back.
Okay, so with just 1 mana open here, I don't have to worry about too much in the way of shenanigans. Draw a really good card here off the top. So I'm going to start with combat.
Yep.
Come over for 4.
I go to 9.
And then I'm going to cast Collected Company and hope you don't have a Dispel.
That's a pretty good one for right now. So we kind of hope he gets 1 or 0 creatures. That would be ideal.
Okay.
Unlikely, but it'd be ideal.
So I have quite a few options here. I definitely have more than one. The question is, do I want to play another Kitchen Finks? I could play Kitchen Finks Vizier, or Spellskite Vizier, or Spellskite Finks. These are all very, very good. Getting a Vizier with the Finks already at negative tokens here doesn't seem great. So I feel like I either want to go Spellskite with the Finks, or Spellskite, or rather Kitchen Finks with the Vizier. So either way, I feel like I'm going to put a Finks in. And I'm going to go with Vizier as well. I'm going so wide here that I don't think that redirecting a 1-for-1 removal spell is going to be too great. I'll gain 2 from my Kitchen Finks and pass back.
So we're going to untap. Draw a card for the turn. This is good, so we're going to play that. Chip the turn back.
Draw.
Yep.
I'll redraw.
Yep.
Play Viscera Seer.
We're going to counter it and tap your team down.
Sure. So, looking at that from hindsight, definitely should have went to combat first. Go ahead.
We're going to fetch. Get it. And we're going to go for the Blood Crypt. So this is a really good card to see right now.
Oh, was not expecting that.
So I play one in the main because occasionally you need to get cut back. We're going to play our Steamens tapped and pass the turn back.
Okay, combat, coming for 2.
I go to 6.
And with you having 1 mana open, we're going to play Collected Company.
Yeah.
Okay, we do not hit as well this time, but it's still pretty good. We got Eternal Witness, Birds of Paradise, and then with the E-Witness, we'll probably get Collected Company again. Let's take a look at what we got.
Okay.
Go ahead.
We're going to bolt that end of turn.
Sure.
And then we're just going to pass the turn back.
Tap, upkeep, draw. Go to combat.
Yep.
Come in for 2.
That's fine. We'll take the 2. Go to 4.
Second main.
Yep.
Play my Vampire.
That's fine.
Okay. End turn.
we're going to Snapcaster.
Snapcaster resolves.
We're going to Bolt the Vampire.
Alright, so I will sacrifice to scry.
Yep.
I'll keep that on top. And then I'll collect the company.
And we're going to counter scroll.
Okay.
And you lose 2 life. And we're going to untap. Draw. That's a fine card. Time we're going to suspend.
Yep.
And pass the turn back.
Draw for turn.
And his draw step. This is risky, but we're going to do it now. We're going to make him discard a card and get back Snapcaster Mage.
Ooh.
Or was that last game? That was last game. So, I can't do that. We're going to get back Tasker instead then.
Sure.
No, discard card, not 2 damage.
Oh, okay. Yep.
It was
Fiend Hunter, which was for your Tasker. So I have the option here of a trade. Doesn't seem great considering extra Culligan's commands get the Snapcaster Mages back. On the other hand, nah, it's no good. Go ahead.
Okay, we're going to take the 3. Draw a card for the turn. We wouldn't mind getting that back. What do we not want to get back? We definitely don't want that back. Don't want that. Don't want those. Those 5 plus the Black Source makes a Tasker.
Seems good.
And we're going to pass the turn back.
Duskwatch Recruiter.
Snare that.
You got it. Go ahead.
We're going to activate Tasker. These are ones.
You can take the spell snare back.
Kind of figured, but
Damnation would be another fine option since you'd have to sweep your board in order to cast it.
yeah, text to 2. Draw my card for the turn. In for 4.
Sure. Go to 21.
And pass the turn back.
Go ahead.
Thought Scour. Target you. See. Okay. Text to 1. Draw a card. Play a land. Fetch right now. We know he's not on red, so we're not fearing a bolt.
Bolt!
It's technically possible, but it doesn't seem very likely.
Yeah. I think that would be bad deck building.
Yes. Sure. Draw. So at 1.
Chord for 3.
We're going to counter and draw a card.
Okay. On tap.
Yep. Give them a chance for something. But
Play Fauna Shaman.
Yep.
Pass back.
Target me.
Sure.
Card for turn. Play my land. Fetch. Just checking to see how many more fetchable sources I have left. And the answer is no. So we're going to start off by pushing that.
Yeah, you fetched this turn, right?
Yes, I did. We're going to bolt that. And then we're going to swing it for 6.
Okay, I'll go 11.
And then we're going to pass it back.
Drago.
Attack for 6 again.
Block.
Yep. Sharing Visions?
Sure.
Both on.
Okay.
Pass it.
Okay, that's not going to do it. I'm just getting lands here. Let's move on. Okay, we're ready to start sideboarding. This matchup here is not too great for me, so I was hoping to find some excellent stuff on the sideboard. Not too lucky today. I got my Tidehollow Scullers, which are going to take cards out of John's hand, but he's going to have the opportunity to get them back because he's playing removal. I just think that bringing in Scullers is going to be better than Fiend Hunter and my instants that can be countered with a Dispel. I'm also going to be bringing in Scavenging Ooze, which in this case is a great card.
Yeah. So my sideboarding, I have lots of options. Like I've got Dispels that I'm not bringing in, Collective Company, EE, even Python Needle. Like I've got so many options, but my deck is well positioned. So we're just taking out the Counter Squalls and the Ancestral Vision. He's not running too many non-creatures. These are a little slow, but we still want a couple. Surgical Extraction, so we can get his combo. We can get a Collective Company when he does it. Push, Anger of the Gods are just phenomenal cards. So those are the ones that come in.
All right, so we're both going to be keeping 7, which is a nice change.
So like me, like I'm not doing anything till turn 3, but we've got this in case we have to. So this hand seems fine.
All right, this hand is it's pretty decent. I've got a lot of options here. The big choice is going to be what I want to play on turn 2. So let's go ahead and play a land and pass.
Yeah, here.
Okay. So this is always a really difficult choice on which direction you want to go on these two cards. Generally, I want to play this one first on turn 2. Considering that we have everything else, I'm going to start with Devoted Druid. Go ahead.
Okay. A little late, but that's fine. So here where we drew that, we've got that as well. So we're going to be just playing this and passing the turn back.
Okay. Untap, draw. Tap for a green.
Yep.
Tap for white, white.
Mm-hmm.
Tap for a green. We use green, white. So we still have green float or white floating. Play Vizier.
Okay. We're going to fetch up our basic island and snare that.
Okay. So we use the other white floating. Untap this and tap it. Play Vizier.
Yep.
Okay, so at this point we have unbound mana. However, we do not have the win in hand, unfortunately. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the mana. Play Kitchen Finks. Play Fauna Shaman. We have the option of playing these as well. We're not going to get swept next turn. The thing is, I would really like the Fauna Shaman to have the ability to go. So I'm actually going to leave both cards in hand here. Pass back.
Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to go 2 damage to that, you discard a card. Okay. Now we're going to extract, paying 2 life, this guy.
Vizier of Remedies. Okay, so I have an Eternal Witness in hand.
I'm running the 3.
Yeah, I was running 4 for a while. I ended up taking out a Vizier, a Druid, and the red cap to play the 3 Fauna Shaman.
That's right. And we're going to pass the turn back.
Okay. Tap.
Yeah, I'd be dead here if I didn't have that surgical.
Yes. Yes, you
Or,
would.
well, the cryptic, sorry. Calculus, yeah, whatever.
Any one of those. Any one of those cards. Activate the Fauna Shaman, discarding a bird.
Mm-hmm. So he still has the Eternal Witness in hand.
Get Selfless Spirit. Cast Selfless Spirit.
Yep.
And then I will attack for 3. Alright, go ahead.
No, he has Eternal Witness in hand. We're going to just do this now. 2 damage to that. You discard a card.
Yep. Persist.
Yep. And we're going to pass the turn back.
we'll go to combat.
Yep.
Attack for 6.
I go to 8.
Go ahead.
7. So we need another black source so that way if we get lucky, we can still feel bad about the selfless.
Well, you got on board, you have 2 turns. So you can anger this turn and then damnation next turn, or vice versa.
Did you want to cut?
Go ahead.
Two damage, discard.
Yep, you got it. Don't have the mana for the Collected Company.
And pass the turn back.
Come in for 4. You were at 7?
Yep.
Go ahead. Yep, I have to let that happen. My Selfless Spirit is too important.
And pass the turn.
Although at this point, all it is a flyer. Combat.
Go to 1.
Scoos.
Yep.
Go.
On all the lands, keeping the 7. We've only got one of those, but we've got these to, do the things. So, it should be fine.
Alright, I'm going to be keeping a 7 as well. I've been having some really bad luck with mulligans lately, so I just want to keep this. Not super happy with it, but I've got play.
Alright, we're going to start off by fetching to a... What's it called? Water Graves. That's the word.
He's got blue, he's got black.
Blue, the most important color in Magic.
Well, I mean, I don't have to worry about a turn 1 Thoughtseize, so yeah, blue's important. You don't play Thoughtseize, right?
We do have a turn 1 play. Seer Visions.
You got it.
Definitely want that. That we kind of want later, but we need other things first. So we're going to pass it.
Alright, let's see what we find on top. Just going to go ahead and play almost certainly this one here. There are some cases where we would want white on turn 2, but that is not going to happen this game. But there's no situation where we're going to want green on turn 2, so we are just going to go ahead and play Godless Shrine. Go ahead.
So this works out perfect for me. I get to play Spirebuff Canal. Visions again.
And hold up removal.
So this is an awkward one. Just because, like, this one doesn't tap for what we need in hand, but it is still land. All in all, I still think we're going to keep them both, like, in that order, and pass the turn.
Okay, not bad, not great. We'll take 2.
Yep.
And play Vizier.
And we're going to snare it.
Go ahead.
We're going to get rid of them right now. Just so that way he can't untap and play another one and make us feel bad about waiting. we know from last time he's only playing the 3. He's got a Duskwatch, Chord.
No Duskwatch. Eternal Witness,
Collected
Finks, Company, and Calling.
Yeah. Now we're going to untap, draw this, we knew what it was. Going to play this, draw that card, ship both to the bottom, and then we're going to pass turn back.
Okay. Untap, draw. Play Plains. Play Finks.
Yep.
Okay, go back to 20, pass back.
So we want to do one of these two things, and I think right now it's probably more important we do this, and we're going to target him because like right now we kind of want lands and we doesn't really matter. Draw that, which is good. Not the best one, but it's still a good one. That makes it even better. So we're going to take another 2, and then we're going to pass a turn back.
Okay.
During his upkeep, or during his draw step, we're going to let him draw the card, and then we're going to 2 damage to that, discard a card. Him gaining 2 life doesn't mean much to us, but it saves us 3 points of damage, which is nice. And it also just gets a card out of his hand, which is awesome.
So this is actually a really difficult decision on what I want to discard here. On one hand, I would really like to play the Eternal Witness to get this land back. And with only 1 mana left open on the opposing side, he can't stop it. Discarding either of these cards feels horrible, but I'm going to have to make that sacrifice. So I'll discard Fauna Shaman.
Yep. And this will die, and then it comes back.
I just realized I don't even have the mana to play this card yet. We did this on draw step, right?
Yeah.
Alright. In that case, I'm going to get rid of the Witness I can't play. Okay, go to combat.
You can't attack that.
I cannot attack. So, second main, I'll play Viscera Seer off the Godless Shrine. And then Fauna Shaman through a Spellskite.
Yep.
Pass back.
So what we're going to do now is we're just going to bolt this here.
Alright, so that stops me from getting a lot of value from my scries. I just get the 1.
Yeah.
I'll leave that on top.
Draw a card for the turn. And we're just going to pass back.
Draw.
Mm-hmm.
I'll play a land for turn. So basically, my plan here is to leave up Collected Company and go for that end of turn. So I'm going to move to combat and attack for 4.
Yeah. So we're not going to be able to stop his Collected Company anyways. So we're going to start off by Snapcaster Mage.
Okay, Snappy resolves.
We're going to bolt the Shaman.
Okay, so you target Bolt.
Yes.
I allow that to happen, and then you can cast it.
Yeah, cast a bolt.
Okay, so in response to that, I will Collect a Company.
Yep. And as I said, like, we can't stop it, so we're going to have to let it go through.
Okay, so I do find the Spellskite. And a Duskwatch Recruiter, so I'll take 2 and redirect.
And we're going to push the Spellskite with redirect on the trigger on the stack, so it'll go back to the last legal target.
I believe it would fizzle because I am changing the target.
Should go back to the last. So we're gonna pause that right now. Yeah. So with his trigger still on the stack to redirect, we're going to push that.
Okay.
His trigger hasn't resolved, hasn't changed the target yet. So now the bolt will resolve. Still can target that. Now we're going to block that there. They're going to trade.
Seems pretty good for you.
Yeah. And leave them with the Duskwatch. So we're going on top. Draw a card. We can do one of these two things. I think this is probably fine though.
Yeah.
And we're going to pass turn back. Reason doing on my turn is we don't want it to flip. We'll give him a cheaper spell.
Play Anafenza?
Yep.
Go ahead.
And we're going to pass the turn back.
Go to combat.
Take the
Attack for 2. Second main. Sculler.
We're going to counter that, and we're just going to bounce Anafenza now.
Okay, go ahead.
Pass the turn.
Play Kitchen Finks.
We're going to counter draw.
Okay.
Play Polluted Delta, pass the turn. We're going to fetch.
Okay.
Just to save some time, we're going to get the steam bounce.
On my main.
Yep.
Kitchen Finks.
That will resolve.
I'll go back to 20. Pass back.
Did you want to cut?
No, that's alright.
We're going to anger because it's a nice 1-for-1 removal.
You got it.
Ambassador back.
Play Wooded Bastion.
Yep.
Which unlocks my Chord of Calling.
Yes, it does.
So I would be able to get a 2-drop with a Chord. A good 2-drop would be a Recruiter. I think that I would rather play the Anafenza this turn and hope that I get to keep my Chord for another turn. Anafenza?
Okay.
Go ahead.
We're just going to bolt it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ambassador.
So I do have the option there to Chord for a 1-drop, but my 1s aren't that great.
You didn't have access to 3 green sources.
I had these.
That only makes 2.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that's true. Alright, yep. Fauna Shaman?
Yep.
Go ahead. Sure.
Go.
Fauna Shaman? Go.
Go.
Combat?
Yep.
Attack. Second main. Devoted Druid.
Yeet.
Go.
We're just going to
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. So we do manage to draw a creature here, which is excellent.
He gets infinite mana.
If you have... I'm going to do this one piece at a time, but if you have no disruption, I intend to win this turn. So I'll discard. That's right, you already got rid of the Viziers. So I can't win this turn.
Okay. Right, you don't have Malarius in there, do you?
I mean, Malaria means that doesn't work at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So that surgical way back actually just saved me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's saved you. Saved you from the... So I've got a few options then in what I can grab with this. Selfless Spirit seems fine. Kitchen Finks seems good. Scavenging Ooze seems great. Also, Walking Ballista seems quite good. I can play Walking Ballista for X's 3. The problem is there are 2 cards on the other side here, so tapping out like that means that you're going to have free reign next turn. I'm going to grab Walking Ballista. Casts with X equals 3, which is going to put a -1 counter on my Devoted Druid.
Will resolve.
Okay. Go ahead.
We're going to bounce that and draw a card.
Alright, so with you choosing draw a card, I'm going to fizzle your spell. I'll 3 you.
Yep. And we're going to pass the turn back.
So we, unfortunately, because of the -1 counter, only have 3 damage here on the board. We do have the Chord of Calling. Alright, so we're going to attack for 2.
I'm going to go to 2, unless he wants to bump it.
That's it. So the reason I'm keeping Chord up here, it's just going to be
Bolt
my...
isn't good enough.
Yeah. If you do anything, then I Chord. Okay, here we are for our final game. Keeping 6. Got a Scry coming.
I'm keeping my 7. We've just got lots of little interaction early on, so it should be fine.
And with the way my hand is going here, definitely don't need another land, although it's a very good one. So I will start with a Windswept Heath, finding basic forest. Play a bird. Go ahead.
So that does change what I want to, but this is fine. We're going to bolt the bird right away.
Classic play. Classic.
No need to give him extra mana if we don't have to.
I do like to do stuff with mana.
I'm going to be passing the turn back.
Well, no help there. Let's play Catacomb Pass.
We're going to play Polluted Delta and pass the turn back.
Take some more lands out of my deck. Focusing on green mana here. Last game definitely was stymied on green. Wasn't able to cast my chords on time. play Vizier of Remedies.
Yep.
And a tap land.
Okay.
Go.
And turn, we're going to fetch. No, it's living till
Your
now.
turn.
For now.
Turn 3 Vizier, not that scary when I don't have a turn 2 Druid.
We just fetch up Water Graves. And then we're just going to stop Scour target myself at the end of his turn.
Sounds good.
Nothing scary going on.
Just a Tasigur on turn 3.
Snare and Cryptic. Draw a card.
Yeah, that makes Tasigur real easy. You only need to tap 1 land.
I didn't need to fetch again for Tasigur. But I did
You get to keep a card in the graveyard this way.
But I did need the 3rd mana so that way I can call against command, deal 2 damage to the Seer, and you discard a card.
Nice.
I don't want to give him a turn with it if I don't have to.
I think that between discarding these two, this one's going to have so much value later in the game that I'm going to hold on to it, even though it's going to hurt me in the short term.
And we're going to get rid of the Vizier.
Sure.
He's got a collected company. I know he didn't go back to his sideboard between any of these games, so I know he still only has the 3. And we're going to pass the turn back.
Okay. So we have a couple of options here. Collected Company seems great, and with John being tapped out, now seems like the opportune moment to go in for it. The problem is, with 3 lands on the battlefield here, one of them being red and one of them being black, I could be playing into a sweeper. So what I think I'm going to do instead, which is also very risky, I'm going to play Tidehollow Sculler. Yeah, let's take that. Alright, so what did you have left in hand there? Thought Scour and 2 lands. Alright, pass back.
We're just going to play land and pass the turn.
Okay, getting lucky. We'll go to combat.
Yep.
Swing for 2.
We'll take the 2.
Okay. Pass back.
We're going to fetch.
Sure.
Is that?
Yep.
And we're going to Thought Scour target you.
Sure thing. Swamp and Finks.
Go to untap.
Yep.
Going to take 2.
Sure.
Play that untapped.
So is that...
I need to take 2 more.
Okay, I'll put you to 11.
And then we're going to pass the turn.
It does seem like a little bit of a risk here. If I Collected Company into Cryptic Command, I just get my Sculler back. Or you draw a card. Doesn't seem too bad, but a mana leak would be horrible. I haven't seen any counter squalls. Yeah, I think that with my mana the way it is, I'm putting myself in the casting collected company on my turn, so I'm just gonna have to go with it, play it.
And that will resolve.
Alright. So I'm gonna grab Kitchen Finks and Tidehollow Sculler. Sculler targets you, ability on the stack. Now for just a little bit of aside here, when I'm putting my cards back, you'll notice here I've got lands and a piddly creature, Birds of Paradise. So I'm actually going to put the Collected Company on the bottom. It's not going to search anything out like this. So if I get a huge amount of scries, I'd like this to actually be able to take some cards that are good.
So where he's targeting that.
Okay, so yeah, triggers on the stack.
We're going to cast Snapcaster.
Sure.
And target Call Against Command.
Sure.
You're going to look.
Okay, yeah. Target Call Against Command, get the bolt.
Yeah. And then we're going to, afterwards, cast Call Against Command, destroy target artifact, deal 2 damage to target creature.
Sure. That's pretty good.
Get me back.
And the Cryptic Command.
Yes. And pass.
That was very good. Very good. Alright, so you have Bolt and Cryptic Command. Come in for combat.
We're gonna.
Yeah. 20. Kitchen Finks. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw. We're still gonna play the land out. Does mean he knows my hand. That's fine. We're gonna pass the turn back.
Okay, draw. Go to combat.
Yeah, we're just going to bolt the little one.
Sure.
And then
Take for 3. Okay, second main, I'm going to play Sculler, number 3.
We're going to counter that and draw a card.
Sure. And then I will lose a life and play Recruiter. Go ahead.
And we're going to fetch, go to 7. Switch up our steam guns. Tap. Draw a card for the turn. Bolt that right now.
You got it.
And pass the turn.
Draw. Go to combat. Attack for 3.
We're going to Snapcaster.
Sure.
We're going to target Surgical Distraction.
Yep.
And then we're going to block.
Sure. Persist trigger on the stack.
We're going to cast Surgical, targeting that one.
Sure.
Got the Shrine in hand, so he's going to play that out. Get that damn 4th one.
Those Finks, they've been good. Those Surgical Attraction have been better.
You were questioning them.
I was. They've been working very well for you.
Okay.
So
Post combat main.
I'm gonna draw a card. Play this tapped.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go.
Draw.
Yep.
Land go.
Gonna make you discard a card to get back Snapcaster.
Oof.
Yep, that should be exiled.
That seems really good. Fetch in response.
Yep. Collect company for fetching, then it's probably gonna be a Chord for 2.
Correct. So it seems like almost anything I get here is just going to die next turn. So I have value to grabbing Fauna Shaman, Devoted Druid, Spellskite. Unfortunately, I cannot grab any more of the Tidehollow Scullers because I've used them all. That would be the obvious play. Do you have another Snapcaster in the yard?
So right now that's on the stack. Got 2 Snapcasters.
You have another Snapcaster in the yard, okay.
Actually, Tidehollow Sculler right now wouldn't be good. Reason behind that is because...
Yeah, the spell has to resolve. The
Exactly.
Culligan's command has to resolve before I can pull the Snapcaster out of your hand.
So I have a Snapcaster in hand.
Yep.
And
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Township.
Yep.
Go.
Snapcaster?
Yep.
Call it with command.
Yep.
Destroy, get back Snapcaster.
Sure.
This is why the deck is good.
Culligan command, Snapcaster. Combo.
Go to fetch. We have all our chalks, so we're just going to fetch up the swamp. Draw a card for the turn. We're going to play out of mountain, attack for 2.
You got it. 18.
Bastard.
Go ahead.
Attack for 2.
Sure. 16.
Bastard.
Devoted Druid.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Block.
That will kill him.
Activate Township.
We're going to do 2 damage to that, get back Snapcaster.
Nice. Yep. I cannot
Cool.
fizzle that.
2 different targets. Pass the turn.
Anafenza.
Results?
Go ahead.
Snapcaster Mage.
Mm-hmm.
Target Bolt.
Yep, you got it.
Play our land. Tap for 2.
Yep, 14.
Pass the turn.
Go ahead.
Fetch.
Okay, puts you to 5.
Yep. One more island in there, and that's it.
Get rid of all the lands. That way you're just drawing spells.
No, then you switch around the fetch lands.
Yeah, exactly.
Draw a card for the turn. Play your creeping turret.
Seems good. No blocks.
Pass the turn.
You need to take a quick look at your
Of
graveyard.
course. Couple cryptics, a Colgan's command, bunch of removal.
Yeah, that is a winning graveyard. Eternal Witness.
Snapcaster?
Yep.
Blue. Blue and 1?
Yep.
Counter draw?
Sure. Pass back. Yep. At 8.
Pass turn.
Go ahead.
Target you.
Sure.
So, let's say best case scenario, he's got a cryptic collective company. He funds 2 dudes. He can't fund another Kitchen Finks. So he can't gain life. So what we're actually going to do is play that 3rd Snapcaster.
Sure.
We're going to bolt your face.
Okay.
Then we're going to untap. Draw a card for turn. Animate Creeping Tarpet.
Sure.
Attack for lethal.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to use 7 mana to destroy all creatures.
Good game, sir.
Good games.